Hello, and welcome to Frugal Gamer. So today we're going to be talking about the 5 helpful budgeting tips. So, one of the budgeting tips that I actually wanted to talk about is the library. So this channel is supposed to be about, success and business and actually getting your finances together and all that sort of stuff. So, the first thing that I wanted to talk about is library. Now, the library in and of itself is a great resource for helping with budgeting and whatnot, just because you don't have to go out and buy these business books and finance books and all these other sorts of books that you're going to need to buy eventually, or, that you want to read, or whatever the case may be. Whatever sort of book you want to read, just go ahead and get a library card and whatnot, and then you should be able to go do that. But you don't just have to get paperback books. They have apps and whatnot available for you to use, where you can actually get audiobooks and you can get ebooks and whatnot. They also provide, if you actually walk in there, they provide not just internet, but they also provide computers as well. These computers can actually have a lot of helpful resources when it comes to financing or even business stuff. Another part of the whole library thing is that they also can have movies sometimes. And some of these movies and shows can actually help with business. Number 2 for budgeting resources, I guess. Number 2 is actually going to be an investment account. Now, investment accounts are great for budgeting, not just because you're going to be getting money back later, but it helps you to spend less in general. Like, obviously you're spending money to make more money, but the thing about that is, when you're actually doing that, you're not technically, you're not, spending your money, not unless you take out your money when the stock is below and then you've lost money. But the reason why I say that it helps you to spend less is because some of your money is going towards that and you're not touching it. If you're smart about it, you're not touching it. But, yeah, investment accounts are a great way to save. Some of them actually have budgeting tools installed into them. Some of them have retirement accounts connected to them. You can get cards from some of them now. Like, I'm waiting on 2 cards in the mail now. Even though it was supposed to be here before 2019, but we won't talk about that. But, number 3 is actually going to be your local food bank is actually a great budgeting resource, just because if you need to put your money towards your business, or you need to put your money towards something else, you could potentially go to a food bank just for that 1 week, or if there is a dire situation where you are living in your vehicle a lot like I am, you could definitely go to the food bank on a weekly basis. Some of them allow you to do that, some of them don't. It really just depends on the food bank. Try your best to use food banks to your advantage. Most of them are churches, and churches is actually number 4 on the list. Churches are a great way to get some free items, some free meals, some free food. Plenty of people donate to churches for charity reasons and for those who need more help. And, they just need an extra helping hand for that time, or, whatever the case may be for you. Churches could be a great resource to use if you are trying to figure out budgeting better and you are trying to put your money towards something that is smarter to do. One of the things is that churches will also provide you with clothing sometimes. So if you are in a really dire situation, churches could be the way to go. And in these food banks, they sometimes give you more than just food. For example, my father-in-law goes to the food bank and he actually gets like hand sanitizer and hot patches and a whole bunch of other stuff too. So it's not just for the food and all that. They provide other services as well, but the food is the most common of them all for churches. Number 5 is actually going to be a piggy bank. Now, when I'm talking about a piggy bank, make sure it's not see-through. Don't get a jar. Don't get a freaking milk jug, or if you do, paint the outside of it. Make sure you're not looking at it. Remember what I said in one of my previous videos, out of sight, out of mind. You need to make this a law in your life. This way you can better situate yourself in certain situations and whatnot, and you can better budget as well. It does work out for money as well. Money is something that pops up in our heads a lot, but if you're trying to get better with budgeting, you need to stop dipping your hand into the money. Don't do it. But piggy banks are a great resource to use just because they are typically colored, or they have some sort of design on there to where it acts as decor as well as a piggy bank. So, for example, I have a little bear in the back. In the house, we have a Batman pig. We have a Kuromi. I mean, we had a frog at one point, you know, but these are things that you need to make sure you're not touching. Or if you really want to challenge yourself, you can get a clear one and challenge yourself to not touch it. But that was it for this one. I hope you guys liked it. If you want to see more, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye!